Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday. This is the weekly update from Policy Engineer, where we talk about all things health, wealth, and legacy going on in the world. I'm Matt Franchina, your co-founder of Policy Engineer, and I'm excited to dive right into it. Hey, so first off, I'm going on vacation next week, going to Lake Tahoe with the family. Would love to know any of your recommendations. I've been there a few times, but always something new to find. So comment below and let me know what we should do while we're up there. Another thing that we're doing in here that I want to share with you is we just launched accountability partners within Policy Engineer. So internally within our employees, we all got assigned an accountability partner. We're working together to help each other just be on top of what we need to do to hit our goals. And it is fantastic. We just launched it, but have had great feedback. Think it's going to be a really awesome thing. And I want to encourage you, if you don't have an accountability partner, then go get one. Could be a friend, a family member, another coworker. Just share one goal that they're going to help you hold yourself accountable to. Let's get into it. First thing to start off with, we don't have that much time left if you are a Medicare beneficiary. The annual enrollment period, also known as OEP, ends at the end of March. So if you have not made those selections yet or gotten a review from a professional, make sure you do that. Obviously, we're here to help, but just find somebody you trust. What happened in the markets last week? The S&P 500 fell about 1.7%, opened up today on a slight recovery. We'll see what's going to happen though. Markets are a little volatile and we have a special report coming out on Friday. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but it's coming from the Fed and it will have a lot to do with inflation. And so the markets are, a little bit jumpy. When it comes to interest rates, they're holding steady. The Fed still has them at 4.25% to 4.5%. And we anticipate that that's going to stay the same for a little while. But this report coming out Friday will have something to do with that. Bond prices fell slightly last week, causing interest rates to rise, and mortgages, 30-year fixed, are still averaging 6.85%, so not too much movement on that. This Friday, the PCE report will be released. That's the Personal Consumption Expenditures Index, and this is basically telling us how quickly prices are rising. Now, experts are saying that spending is moving down, and that's what we're expecting to see. The Fed will be paying close attention to that and using this for the outlook of their rate cuts or changes over the course of this year. Now, if spending slows down, that means inflation also may slow down, which could be a good thing. But if it slows down too much, it could affect businesses and job growth and everything that can spin off from there. So it'll be something to watch for and see how the markets react to it. If you're someone who's looking for a safe place for your money, you might be interested in these next two rates. First are fixed index annuities. The current top S&P 500 annual point-to-point cap rate is 12.5%. If you don't know what that means, it just means that if your money's in that type of account, they take a 1-year snapshot from today, 1 year from now, you would make 100% of the S&P 500 gains until you hit the cap of 12.5%. Or maybe you want something more predictable, a multi-year guaranteed annuity. Today, you can lock in 5.6% guaranteed for multiple years. If you want to find out more about what company and which products are offering these, please feel free to reach out. We will get you an individualized report, custom just for what your needs are. As you know, here at Policy Engineer, we're always putting our heads together to keep you informed and up to date on the best planning information. We just created a long-term care guide. This is downloadable and you can access it in the description below, but it's basically a guide to help you and your family better understand what does long-term care entail, what's it cost, how do you pay for it, things like that. And to go along with it, we created a 4-video series that has been launching. We have 2 already out, so go check them out. And tomorrow, Tuesday, we're dropping the next, and that is all about long-term care costs and using insurance. What are the different insurances that might be available to you? So it's a great resource. The video is easy to consume and I think is going to do wonders for anyone who has someone in their life who's kind of nearing that time where this conversation is very relevant. A few other things I want to point out this week before we wrap up. One is that we are getting towards the end of the tax deadline. And if you have not made contributions to your traditional or your Roth IRA, know that you can still contribute for last year, but you've got to do it before you file your taxes and definitely before April 15th if you're somebody who files an extension. Now, I'm not a tax professional. Make sure you go out there, you find a trusted tax professional who can guide you on that, but you do still have some time if you want to contribute for last year. When big reports like the PCE are coming out, Sometimes the news can cause market volatility. So depending on whether or not what comes out in that report matches what analysts were saying was going to happen, may change how much the market reacts. But just know that's something to look out for this week on Friday when that report drops. Cybersecurity alert. This season we're in, around tax time, people are vulnerable for cybersecurity attacks with people faking to be the IRS. So know this, the IRS will only contact you through a letter that they mail you if they need to get a hold of you. They're not going to call you, text you, or email you. So if you're getting those, it's probably a scam. Just stay alert and look out for anything that might seem fishy. Go to your tax professional before you give any kind of personal information away. And that's a wrap for the week. Thanks so much for joining me. If you want to stay tuned on these type of things, make sure you're subscribed to our channel, and always comment, like, and share with somebody who could also benefit from this. And I'll see you next week.